was Mom's idea, not mine. But if she thinks I'm going to write down my feelings in here or whatever, she's crazy. So just don't expect me to be all dear diary, read this is and dear diary that.
His reading it sounds really good, and he's got a lot of expression in his reading, which usually means they're understanding it right away.
I noticed that during the week when he was reading, he was like really putting effort into the characters and
yes,
just making it sound really interesting. I was loving listening to him, actually. Yeah. One morning he was reading to me when we were in Austin, and I was enjoying the story so much I had forgotten that like only a week or two previous he would have even hated to read. And I had forgotten that he was actually practicing reading, and I was just enjoying listening to him reading. Because when you are just enjoying being read to, and it's nice being read to as well. And you forget that he's doing it as an exercise because of dyslexia. You know, the first place that people go when their kids get diagnosed here is the Facebook group of Dyslexia Association of Ireland. And straight away, the message that they're given is that it's a tough road, it's hard work, and it's just getting down and doing the work, and things are never going to be easy. And it's just such a negative message to give to a mother, especially. And I know it's mostly the mothers that will absorb the stress in those initial few months, to have them thinking like that. So it's been probably 9 months since myself and Daniel went to Austin to visit Dr. Books. And while we were there, we saw massive progress in Daniel's coordination, his physical coordination, but also his ability to read and focus on what he was reading. One of my biggest concerns before going was not just the reading, but the comprehension. So we could have sat down and it would have taken time, and there would have been massive effort put into reading maybe a page, but there was no comprehension of what he'd read. And a lot of what he was getting home for homework was like maybe a short story and having to answer 5 questions. And that was really difficult. I was having to read the story to Daniel. We'd read the questions, read the story, read the questions, read the story before we'd actually get to finding the answers. But now he's able to do all that work himself. He can read so easily. Comprehension is fantastic. School, he's had a great year at school, before there was a lockdown, he had a great time at school this year. Now he had a great teacher as well that was worked really well with us in terms of what the strategies we'd picked up in us. So yeah, no, all in all, it's been really, really positive, hasn't it? It's been a really positive year. His self-confidence has grown hugely. His school report, which we got just about 2 weeks ago, was brilliant. He had no problem reading out loud in front of everybody in the classroom. Teacher says there was absolutely no difference between his reading and everyone else's reading. You know, there was, so fantastic, wasn't it? Feel good about yourself, don't you? I remember myself and my husband talking, it was just before Christmas, and Daniel we were going down for lunch down to a restaurant down the road, and Daniel had a book with him, and we were sitting eating, and I was like, oh my God, Daniel, put down the book while we're eating. I was like, I can't actually believe I'm saying that to him, telling him to put down a book. I was like, what am I saying? I shouldn't be saying that. But we were saying that, like, if we were to have gone back 12 months to when we first found out about his dyslexia to where we were then, just before Christmas last year, we would have given hundreds of thousands of pounds, just to know that we could have achieved that change. It was worth everything to us.